What is up, everybody? Welcome to week 2 of our new series called In My Opinion. And we're starting off this week in a very familiar place for a person like me. We're talking about whenever you speak up for someone, but it ends up doing more damage than good. If you know me, I talk a lot, I say a lot of things, and I find myself in this situation a lot. You can ask my wife. I say things to try to help all the time, but I end up doing more damage than good.
That's not a lie.
I'm sure a lot of us can relate to that. We've found ourselves in that situation, but sometimes you might be in the situation where it's not just you say something, but you're watching it happen. You know that your friend is about to do something that they probably shouldn't do, and you don't know if you're supposed to speak up or not. If you're supposed to say, "Hey, please don't do that," or you want to stop them, but you don't know how. You're afraid that it'll embarrass them, or they'll be mad at you, or you think it'll hurt your friendship. But you know what? I promise you, it might hurt for a second, but it'll be worth it if you stop your friend or someone you love from doing something that you know and they know they shouldn't do. Check out what it says in Galatians 6 verse 1. It says, "Dear brothers and sisters, if any believer is overcome by some sin, you who are godly should gently and humbly help that person back onto the right track." Galatians 6:1. This verse is telling us that it's going to happen, that people are going to try to do something that we know is not good and they know it's not good, but it's our responsibility as believers and Christ followers to nudge that person back onto the right track, to kind of sway them, be that guardrail for that person to get them right, to get them back on the track that we both know they're supposed to be on. And like I said earlier, you might think that it's going to hurt their feelings, but you have to look at it through the perspective of, hey, I love this person so much that I might take, a couple days of us not speaking because I'm going to get them back on the track where we both know they need to be. It's okay if you have a little bruise or a little bump in a relationship because you love that person and you care for that person, and in the long run, they're going to appreciate you speaking up and helping them stay on the right track. So I just want to encourage you guys this week that it's okay to speak up. Don't be afraid to speak up. If you know you're going to help somebody, then say it. It might come out a little weird or awkward, but in the long run, if you know it's the right thing, God will give you the words to say, and He'll lead you through that situation, and He'll bring both of you through it. So use kindness and love when you speak up, because remember, the second half of that verse says you should gently and humbly help that person back on the right track. Don't scream at them. Don't yell at them. Just do it out of love. Say, hey, I love you and I care for you, and this is why I'm saying this. But it just takes some practice. It's going to happen. But I hope that encourages you guys this week. I love y'all. Have a great week.